seems to be a celebration coming towards you, some sort of recognition for the hard work that you've put in, or your achievements. And for some reason, there is a person here that feels heartbroken over you gaining this celebration, this achievement, this Three of Cups, because it seems to take from their cup, or that is how they're viewing it. They're upset because it's your time. It's your time to shine. It's your time for a glow up. It's your time to be recognized. And they're not dealing with it very, very well. We have got celebration coming out here with the Ace of Cups. Your cup is runneth over, or it's going to very, very soon, and in a very big way as well. You also have here unexpected blessings, and it's in reverse. So somebody here is losing out, or they feel like they're losing out, and heartbroken. Absolutely heartbroken. And it has to do with finances, it has to do with money, and it has to do with security, feeling safe, you know, having foundations, because I'm looking at this red and the root chakra. It being your time with boundaries. You put some really good boundaries up. You remove someone, or you remove something from your life, which is bringing in, it's like it's opened up the space for you to bring in more like higher vibrational opportunities, because there isn't someone here leeching from your energy or trying to take it. We have a distorted feminine here who is having a bit of a wobbler. They're really not happy. You know who this person is. Inner strength, yeah. This person may have classed you as being weak or weak-willed. They may have called you weak. They may have called you pathetic. Now, just because it's a woman on here does not mean that feminine means woman. It's just the energy that I'm picking up on, okay? It makes it easier for me to remember which one's by this image. But we all have divine feminine and divine masculine energy within us. So please take what resonates, leave the rest, and only place genders if it is necessary for you. Okay. This person may have witnessed you suffering, or witnessed you going through quite a large challenge in your life, and they just saw you doing that. They saw you going through that, and there was no compassion. There was no kind of asking if you're okay. What's going on with you? Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to just sit and chill? Should we go and have a drink together and just chill out? There was none of that. It was just, okay, they're doing their thing, whatever. You may have lived in a house with this person. This person definitely sees you as competition. They've seen you as competition for a very long time. What else do we need to know about this heartbreak? Change. They don't want things to change. They don't like change. They can't adapt to change. They may have said that you would never change. There seems to have been an argument of some sort. You may have had an argument with this person, and you stated that actually this is what's going to happen. This is what's going to happen. Watch me change. Watch me glow up. And I think they may have either mocked or laughed or kind of snorted at that. Whatever. Tell me about the change, please. We need to know, please and thank you. Hobby. Happiness. Yeah, this person, there is something about the way you express yourself. It's like anything that you put your hand to, you become really proficient in it really quickly. Really quickly. Other people, it's not saying that they don't become proficient, but it takes more effort. It takes more of a hard slog. And naturally, you just have this ability to create, and create in a really beautiful, unique way. And I think they may have been jealous of this. And this is what the celebration's coming in for, because what I have noticed is that a lot of my readings lately have been talking about being celebrated also for originality, for being genuine, for creating and expressing in a very unique way that is very unique unto you, very unique. And whoever this is that you grew up with, that you hung around with, that you dated, whoever this is, they can see that you are onto great things, and they don't want you to, because they can't. They literally can't. And you may have said to this person, watch me fly. Watch me fly. You have clipped my wings for long enough. Watch me fly. And you actually are. What? Stop. I say that and then there's a bird. Oh my gosh. Can I get one more, please? What have we got here? Glow up is in reverse. Yeah, this person, friends. There you go. This is a frenemy. This person may have tried to do what you do. And they may have had like really good ideas and they never really acted on them, because you've got envious friend here. They may have had like a great idea to do something. They may have created the tools for them and then just never followed through. And it's almost like, do you know what? When I was a kid, like me and one of my family members had a very tumultuous relationship. Like I don't speak to them anymore. But back in the day, this family member would be like, I'm going to dye my hair red. And then they would never do it. They just wouldn't dye their hair red. And I like the colour red. I'm allowed to dye my hair red. And months later, maybe even a year later, I'd dye my hair and they'd be like, why are you copying me? How can I be copying an idea that has not actually been fully formed and tangible when you haven't dyed your hair? Anything along those lines. Or it could be, I'm going to get a tattoo and I get a tattoo of something that they wish they could get, and then they'd be really annoyed. Like, how is it that you're getting that? You're copying me. It's like, are you serious? That's what I'm getting here. Someone who has all of these wonderful ideas, but they're too scared to live life. They're too scared to take the risks. And they projected onto someone in the collective here their worries, their insecurities, their perception of self. You're pathetic, you're disgusting, you can't do anything, you won't make it. If I can't make it, you won't be able to make it. And I feel like someone got to a point, someone in the collective got to a point where they were like, enough is enough. And I've had enough of this. I've had enough of being an emotional punch bag. Or I've had enough of being told that I can't. I will. And I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna show you. My name is Bronwen. This is Bronwen's Cove Tarot 111. If you are new to my channel, welcome in. It's really good to have you here. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, it's good to have you back. I'm going to be ringing this bell. This is just to cleanse the space around us. If you have any type of sound sensitivity, it's a good idea to turn down your listening device, because this can get quite loud. In 3, 2, and in 1. You know what, it reminds me of when I was in college years back, and I was doing art and design, and I didn't know I had ADHD back then, so my focus was awful, and I would always create, like, have these ideas for massive projects, and then I wouldn't be able to follow through at all. And I remember the teacher saying to me, she was like, Bronwen, I honestly don't think that you're going to pass this course. I think you're going to end up with like the lowest grade in the whole class. And I was so offended. My ego could never, because I was like, really, watch me. I got the highest grade. Because I was just like, I'm going to prove this person wrong. How can you say that to me? How? And this is what I'm getting here, that whoever this is for you, whoever this person is, this fake friend or whatever, they pushed some sort of label or perspective of who you were and what your abilities were, and you proved them wrong. You've proved them wrong to the point that you are being recognized. There is something coming towards you with a massive opportunity where you're recognized for the hard work you've put in, for your uniqueness, for being genuine, for being authentic. And this is gonna grind this person's gears, because they don't know who they are and they're too scared to find out. Oh my giddy aunt. Where would you like me to go, Spirit? Here or here? Yeah. Okay, we're going down here. We're going down under. Over here. I hope everyone's doing really well today. I hope you're having an awesome day or evening wherever you are in the world. Let me have a look. Let's see if I can get these in without knocking everything over. Just. Tell me about this celebration, please. Child of Swords. You've got the Page of Swords coming out. Okay, so you may get an invitation to go somewhere with the 3 of Cups. You guys. Look at the celebration coming out. Party time. It could be like an award ceremony. It could be, I don't know, some sort of event that celebrates people's achievement in a certain area of or industry in your career. And it's connected to your hobbies, or it's connected to something very creative. But expect a letter, expect an email, expect, not a DM, do not expect a DM. This is like official. This is official, you guys. Like an RSVP, that's it, that's what I wanted to say. You have the Three of Cups coming out as well. A lot of celebrations coming in here. I've been told to put that one back. It feels like they wanted the invite. They wanted to go there. They wanted to be recognized. They wanted people like cooing over them and going, oh my God, aren't you so great? But they've been stealing your ideas or stealing your creative essence or something along that line for years. Years. My goodness. What have we got here? Tower. Yeah, this blocks them. It blocks them from moving forward. This unexpected blessing. The Tower in reverse is like holding on to the past, and like holding on to the past, kicking and screaming. I don't want change. I don't want to adapt. I want things to stay the way they were. So I think that this person for a while was very comfortable in ignoring their issues and ignoring why they felt so triggered, so emotionally triggered by you. They don't, like, denial is not a river in Egypt. They just wanted to ignore it completely, and they've not been able to. They have not won something here. They may feel like a failure because you stated something. I feel like there may have been an argument with someone here, and for some people it was a shouting match. For other people it was very curt. It was very polite. It was very, that's what you think of me. Watch this space. Watch what I become. You're going to see my face on TV, or you're going to see my face on social media, or you're going to see my face at some big event, and you're going to wish that you never spoke to me like that. This person remembers. They remember. Oh my gosh, you've got the Ace of Swords coming out in reverse. They wish it wasn't true. They remember, you guys. What have we got here? Seven of Swords. Oh, they feel like they've been exposed, or this person is going to expose themselves. They're going to expose their jealousy, expose who they are. They may have thought that you were like full of BS when you talked about the things that you aspired or wished to become. Tell me about change. Thank you. Yeah. They want to keep their job, or they want to keep some sort of income. They want to keep something the way it is. They want you to stay the way you are. They want you to stay where you are. They're trying to keep you down. They're trying to stop you from having this glow up. This is not just about them. There's something about the achievements that they have created. They like having a one-up on you. And it's, why am I getting like this person is someone that you could have grown up with, like a childhood friend or a teenage friend, someone who can compare against you and be like, well, do you know what? At least I'm doing really well, and I got to travel the world, or I got to have my own business, and that person's not doing as well as I am. Like, that's what I'm getting here. That's really sad. So they don't want you changing. They don't want you evolving. They don't want you to have a growth mindset. They don't want you and your natural talent to just pick up anything and excel at it to outshine them. That's shocking. And do you know what? When I tapped into this energy, the first thing that I felt was like my jaw hurt. Like someone had been clenching their jaw. Not grinding it, nothing like that, just clenching their jaw. They're going to see you, like either a photograph with you being given a check, or a photograph put on social media, whatever it may be, of you at some sort of event that they could only dream of going to, and the jaw clench that they're going to do, they're going to crack some teeth. Holy moly. Holy moly. Wow. Okay, let's see. You got the Chariot coming out here. Your hobby, this hobby, whatever it is that you do, can be monetized. It's going to catch someone's eye, and it's going to be very inspiring. The Chariot for me is not just about movement and growth, it's also to do with healing, because it's moving away from the things that really tether us and tie us to our South Node, to things that aren't for our highest and greatest good, and pushes us forward in flow, in actual flow with the water. You can see here, it looks very calm, very idyllic, doesn't it? Whatever you're doing as a side hobby, side hustle, or even a passions lead, it's going to take you to some really big places. One sec. Sorry about that. I just had to go down 3 flights of stairs and back up again, so I might be a bit out of breath. That was my grocery, my food shopping coming. So I'm going to keep this really, really short. Oh my goodness, I'm so unfit. Let's have a look. Tell me about friends. What do we need to know here? Magician in reverse. This person definitely feels like they are lacking in what you have, and this is the reason why I'm hearing sabotage. There's something going on here with sabotage. Why was I getting sabotage, please? Thank you. Child of Swords, 2 of Wands. They're trying to block something from coming towards you. They're trying to block this invitation from coming towards you. Tell me more about this. Tell me about this Tower in reverse. This person may actually owe a lot of money, you know. We have the High Priestess coming out here. So they've been trying to block this blessing for a while. Sabotage in the form of what? I don't know if it's magic, but it definitely, with 10 of Pentacles here, yeah, they've got money issues. They've got really bad money issues here. Let me pause it while I pick up a card, because it's going to take me forever to get up and get down again. Okay, we have the 7 of Pentacles here. They did something without thinking. They've done something here that's exposed themselves, and it's taken them out of the running for whatever this celebration is. And they did it to themselves, and they're fully aware of it. Because the 7 of Pentacles is about rest and reflection, taking your time to, you know, to either look at your past and see how far you've come, or just to make your mind up about something. It being in reverse is rushing, being careless, being too confident, being too arrogant. And whatever they've done here, it has really exposed them. And their character, I heard, their character, because this person prides themselves on coming across like they are holier than thou. They are, you know, I'm something about being a vegan queen, and there's nothing wrong with being vegan whatsoever. My younger sister is vegan. But the lifestyle that they portray does not match up to the wounds they have inside that they ignore. Not at all. Tell me about this change, please. 4 of Cups. They don't see something. They've been doing something quietly that they thought that you wouldn't see. But it feels like something's going to happen to them that they don't see. That they don't see. What do they not see? They don't see how strong you are. Your solar plexus. There's something here about resilience. And how you create is so very healing. It's so healing for you. So keep creating. And it's not even like create for other people, because then you're going to become famous or you'll get this opportunity. Just keep creating in the way that you do for yourself, because you are literally attracting like for like people, and people, I was going to say people, places and things that are exactly your soul tribe. I heard clearing out the debris. Clearing out the debris. Tell me about this friend with the Magician in reverse. What do we need to know? 8 of Swords. This person feels very, very trapped by the lack they have in their life. Very, very barren. Very barren. Right, I am going to go because I need to put my food away. Before I go, I am going to grab these cards here. These are called the Tea Leaf Oracle. A period of frustration, lessons to be learned is underneath. So I do feel like whatever's going on for this person, You are their karmic lesson, the same as they were your karmic lesson. Okay? And they have to learn that they can't take shortcuts to get what they want. They actually have to do the daily grind. Elephant. Yeah, a long a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. Now, whatever this is for you, I feel like it is just the beginning though. It's the beginning, it's the end of the old you and the old timeline, and this is the beginning of something new. It's not a short journey. It's not something that you're going to pick up and be like, right, that was great. I'm now famous and I have millions and millions of pounds in the bank. I feel like it is a long journey for a reason. It's a very exciting journey, and there's a lot that you are going to either be studying or information that you're going to be taking in. Okay. So look at the High Priestess, please. Thank you. Okay. Good fortune is coming towards you. I feel like there is a pile of money with your name on it, and as much as I just said about £1 million, you know, in your bank account, I feel like someone will be working towards that. Someone will be working towards like celebrity status. There is a move coming up for someone as well when it comes to home, state or country. October came out, so they messed up in October. We're in November now. As much as my readings are timeless, they did something and they outed themselves, and I think they're kicking themselves because they realize this. But no, they don't realize. They're not going to know until they see your face in the newspaper or they see your face on social media, and they're going to look back. Hindsight is such a B word. When they realize that what they did back in October that was supposed to sabotage you actually sabotaged themselves. Well, you reap what you sow, right? Triumph over obstacles, or triumph over troubles and obstacles. Okay, they thought what they were doing was helping themselves out when it comes to finances. They didn't realize that you would be playing a different role. That what it was that they were trying to stop you from having is, it's almost like it is a gateway to something else. They thought that this celebration or this event was it, but it's a door that opens up to so many other opportunities. Can I get one more, please, before I go? Thank you. Someone is leaving your life. This person's still in your flipping life. What the heck? This is somebody who's still in your life. And you also have someone new is entering your life, but it's upside down. This is someone from your past. This is somebody that I don't think that you completely like went separate ways in like a nasty way. You may have had an argument. You may have been catty with each other, but you may not have realized what this person was doing and how very invested they were in taking what was yours. But this person, you're going to know. You're going to hear through the grapevine. I feel like your mother's cousin's sister or something is going to like tell this information. It's going to come through the grapevine. It could be your best friend's auntie or whatever. It's not going to come in a direct way, but when you hear this information, you're going to be like, are you serious? That happened to so and so. What were they doing? They were doing what? And you're going to put all of these dots together and go, B word, please. Oh my gosh, that's what they were doing. That's why they said what they said when we knew each other. That's why they were so passive aggressive. That's why they were this and this. Mark my words. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you the confirmation and clarity that you needed, that you already intuitively knew. If you are new to my channel and this resonated and you liked what you heard, I would love you to hit on the like, the subscribe and on the notification bell so you can see more of my content and when I post. If you are a returning subscriber, soul family, hearts, kisses. I love you guys. Stay safe. Stay awesome. I will see you in the next one. Bye.